Ciao from Il Riccio. Here we are.
Let the games begin.
Alberto from Farinello.
Buongiorno e buonasera.
I believe you came with the Vespa, right? I see you with the Vespa all the time on.
Yes, I put the Vespa right outside. If it disappears, you're responsible.
The grape is called Fiano Minutolo. It has nothing to do with Fiano di Avellino. And it's very aromatic. Kind of tastes like a cross between Malvasia and Moscato in the sense that it has this orange blossom, spicy hints to it. It's a great wine with seafood. It's a great wine with these fantastic marinated anchovies. It's from Puglia, as Carmine was saying. So is Rossella Rago, who's coming, and she's late coming. She's cooking with Nonna. It's a great show. You should watch it. They go on tour in Italy.
Welcome to Il Riccio, everybody. Salute. Salute. Thank you for making this event.
Thank you, Carmine. Thank you, Riccio.
It's a bottle of wine that my partners Mario he never want me to open, and tonight I'm here alone. I'm gonna open. So Mario, I'm gonna open this wine, and you are not here. It's red. Thank you for coming, Il Riccio, and it's very nice to see some familiar face like Tonino here. We see him for a long time. You guys, Rosario, Alberto, and two guys that I just met. Il Riccio is also, I will say hi to my partners, Mario and Michele, salute. They're not here tonight, so they left me alone, so I can do everything I want. Because if they were here, I'm sure they were, Il Riccio is open 13 years. This year in May, he just made 13 years, and it's a restaurant mostly from South Italy. Now the appetizer just came. You saw prosciutto, some buffalo mozzarella, parmigiano. Now I have some lasagna coming, and then we do some main course, some fish, some veal. That's it, salute. Thank you for coming.
Keep it away.
This is beautiful. It's like Nonna made it,
I'm telling you something which I'm sure applies for this guy too. I can eat mozzarella like that because for me when he comes, well now after 13 years in the US there's a little bit more forgiveness, but for me it's already old when he first came. Because we are used, like say, getting out of the factory hot, the milk falls here, and it's hot. For people living in Naples,
Like an apple, yeah.
for people living in Naples, they send the mozzarella the day after it's already old.
Yeah, as soon as you put it in the fridge, then it's good only for the
It's
pasta.
only good for filling the day after for pasta or whatever.
By the afternoon, the latteria gives it to the pizzeria because it's not really.
It's very complicated because they go under the cow right away. They go under the cow to have they don't want to wait. They don't want to wait to put the mozzarella in the paper. They go straight under the cow.
Here we are in a Neapolitan restaurant having lasagna with peas in it, which is very interesting. A little Sicilian touch to it. And I brought a wine from Puglia, which is a EatItalian, which is made from Negro Amaro and Malvasia Nera. And I think it just goes perfectly with the lasagna. It's a very nice wine. Doesn't see any oak, stainless steel, and it's a wine that you would think would be very big, but it's showing very well with a little bit of fruit, a little bit of spice. It's a very nice wine.
I was designing and building a wine cellar up in Westchester, and this was a present for the wife to the husband. The house was a very large house that the husband had no clue we were actually building the wine cellar. So every day I'm there, I'm doing the whole grota reproduction, the terracotta, the shelving and everything else, and I'm imagining the wines is going to go in here, so the passion comes out and everything. And one day the guy stays home from work around lunchtime. He goes like, Tony, where are you? I'm trying not to get the guy down. He's like, oh, I'm here. I'll be up in a minute. So I'm having lunch. You want to join me? I'm like, big Mediterranean White House or there. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll be out. You go ahead and start preparing. So I go upstairs. I go in the kitchen. He was already at the table. There was a pot full of pasta on the stove, in the water. The fire is off. There is a jar of Prego next to it with a spoon in it. And he goes, Tony, help yourself. I'm like,
It's Italian American.
can I say, can I bleep? I say, only bleep. I said, there is no way in a freaking millionaire I can eat this stuff. So I'm like, at the time we had the big Motorola flip phone, so I put my hand in the pocket. Phone is. Hold on. I take the phone, I open up. Say what? Oh, come on. You gotta be kidding. No, right now. Okay, I'll be right over. Peter, I'm sorry. I gotta go. I go around the corner and I got my nice meatball.
No, you let the pasta cook too long.
I know.
It's no good. It's better if it's al dente. And
It's not good for you, it's not good for me.
For anybody. It's not good for anybody. We were in the Checo factory in Abruzzo with the man from Wine Emporium, and they said, of course, that I knew, they reaffirmed it. They make the pasta especially for the United States. There are factories in Italy that only make the pasta for America. They strip it down and they add vitamins to it. So the pasta is not going to taste the same as it does in Italy. And then in America, most of them do it, overcook it in a restaurant. They put the pasta in the water, then they take it out. Then when you come in, they cook it again. How are you going to get al dente pasta? It's almost impossible to get good pasta in America.
And most of pasta says 12 minutes. Says who? Well, how do you know that I like my pasta cooked 12 minutes? In what temperature, what kind of altitude? You gotta educate people. It's very important not just to cook and say, I'm gonna make you a meal in 30 minutes. That's not the thing. The idea is educate the people because a lot of this is disappearing. It's losing us. We gotta keep it.
This is This is before
A close up.
before the operation. Before the operation.
Who's gonna do the operation?
The operation, the surgeon, eccolo qua.
Faccio l'operazione.
Gonna do the operation soon, it's gonna fillet for everybody. Eccolo qua.
Addoremare, mamma mia, Jesse, perdonami.
This is a sauce made with red vinegar, garlic, mint, olive oil for the fish.
I gotta say something about this fish.
Very light. It's like amazing. A lot of mint in this. It's perfect.
Sage.
Very good.
Ok, mint and
È una salmoriglio camuffata.
Un salmoriglio camouflage.
Napoleon style.
Napoleon style.
Napoleon salmoriglio. Riccio, vai.
Caliente, muy caliente.
Ok.
Allora, the first time I met Mr. Carmine from Il Riccio restaurant, 79th Street, Lexington Avenue. Write down the address, please, okay? The first time I met Carmine was at the Roxy Club in 2000. I was performing on stage some Neapolitan rap music, and Carmine was on the stage and I say, I love your music and this. And then I say, but I love your food. So we can exchange. So I start coming at Riccio to sing once a week for this customer.
And then one day I was in Italy, and then he was in Italy, and I saw him in a movie with an actor called Leonardo DiCaprio. No, Leonardo DiCaprio. Don't mistake. Leonardo DiCaprio. He was. I saw the movie starring and then starring Alberto Cretara. Leonardo DiCaprio. It was a great movie about Escape from Nemo. Right?
Yeah, like a movie about 4 kids going to Hamburg to make a robbery and then they escape to Oslo.
Was that a movie or it was a real life?
It was a
No, it was a movie.
It was a great movie.
We never rob anybody. We're very honest people. Look at me. No, look at me, look at the end.
La promessa ci sa e può sapere perché non basta terra ferma come a te non fa Roma o essere
So Alan, this song,
No, you just
come amare sul
eat
pane.
Italy, and this
He
is
says,
what happens to you.
how sour is this bread? Meaning, for Neapolitan living in the US, it's a very sour bread, it's to live away from Naples. But they bring the example of say, how sour is this bread? But there's always somebody from the audience that say, go change
The bakery.
the bakery.
So you come to Farinella Bakery! Little advertisement. Farinella Bakery, best pizza in New York. Stavo facendo una pizza con le trazzette, una tizia con mamma, e c'è dice, mamma che ti stai tenendo mazzica che le capette in un cazzo pennata se pensavo che non è.
Apologize for the weather.
Don't
It was
forget-
hot to stay in New York City.
Don't forget who
It was
brought
very hot today.
It's very hot in here today.
Very hot.
No, it's
I know you guys can't wait to leave, but
Thank you, Carmine.
I should put a basil all over it.
Thank you for making this evening possible.
He's the real host, the real owner of the house here.
He's the owner of the world.
The owner of the world,
So everybody, before you leave, kiss, sign of the cross, and then you
that's
can
it.
go.